And let's talk to a guy that comes down to the Jersey Shore. Heck, he used to work out here with Vinnie Curry. He used to work out with Jason Kelsey at the local gym and fitness in Ocean City, New Jersey. Let's welcome into the locker room Connor Barwin. What's up, Connor?
What's up? How you doing?
Dude, I met you with Vinnie Curry at the Ocean City local gym and fitness when you guys used to work out. And I will say this. You guys worked out hard, man. I remember you guys doing like clean and jerks and the bar was bending.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Yeah, we had a good time coming down to the shore, hang out on the beach, and then in the mornings or in the afternoons get a good workout in.
Hey, Connor, we did the Vinnie Curry youth football camp down here at the Ocean City football field. That went real well. We broadcasted live from there. We had Vinnie on. It was a lot of fun. You guys, we were talking with Scott Grayson earlier, and we were talking about camaraderie. And Connor, are you living back in the area now? In the Philadelphia area?
In Fishtown, yep.
Yeah, so I mean, here you move away, you come back. You're from Michigan, right? And then you made Philadelphia your home.
Yeah, exactly. No, when I moved here, when I signed here to play in 2013, and we've lived here ever since. Obviously, we went to LA for 6 months to play. We went to New York for 6 months to play, but Philly's home for us now.
And you're really I wanted to get you on for a couple reasons. Number one, I know you're doing a lot for the community. You're going to host the Connor Barwin Make the World Better Foundation on Thursday, September 5th at the Dell Music Center. What do you got going on down there?
Yeah, we got a big concert coming up. Everybody coming home from the shore Thursday night. We got a benefit concert at the Dell Music Center in Fairmount Park. It's a beautiful outdoor amphitheater. It'll be Thursday night. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Tickets are $20. You can still buy them, and it's a benefit to raise money for our work helping revitalize playgrounds in Philadelphia. So we're on our 4th project, and this concert goes a long way to helping us do that.
I know you have been big. We see you on the news. You've been big in the community, doing a lot of stuff for that, and it's such a significant thing that you're doing for people that are don't have the luxury of things that some people do. You know what I mean? So it's great that you're doing this stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, there's a lot of great neighborhoods in Philly, and every kid, I believe deserves a safe place to play, and so we're trying to do our part to help make sure every kid, no matter what neighborhood they live in, they have a safe playground to go to.
Now, last year you finished with the Giants. Are you officially retired, Connor, or are you just because you haven't made an formal announcement, have you?
No, I haven't retired yet. We'll see what happens in the early weeks of the season. But I trained all off season. I live in, like I said, I live in Fishtown, so I live right by Temple. So I worked out at Temple all off season, and then if the right opportunity happens in the first couple of weeks of the season, I'm definitely going to play. I'm ready to play. If not, though, time to move on and transition to something else.
I mean, you're only 32 years old. It's not like you're, you're still in the prime of your life. I mean, maybe for your Pro Bowl in 2014, first team All Big East in 2008. So, I mean, you got your total tackles, 366. 55 sacks. I mean, so you get after it. I mean, I remember when you played in Philadelphia, you guys had a really rock solid defense, and you got some pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, we were good. I mean, you brought up Vinnie Curry when me, I think it was 14. Me and him, we really played on the same side together and worked together well. I had 14 and a half sacks that one year, and then Vinnie had, I think, 9 was his career. So, we played together well. Hopefully, he gets back to those kind of numbers this year.
Now, Connor, I know when you're obviously get up a little in age and you don't get a call, you kind of worry about it. You ever think about the end? I mean, coming to an end?
Well, I mean, of course. I've known the last couple of years I'm closer to the end than the beginning.
Right.
But I'm very happy with my career. Obviously, you always want to do better. But I've been relatively healthy, had a successful career, made great friendships, met tons of amazing people that I played with, coaches, people that work for organizations. So, if I don't play this year, it's been a great 10 years.
Hey, Connor, we're talking with Connor Barwin, former Eagle. And Connor, how about the, Andrew Luck walking away from the game early? I mean, he it's a tough, punishing sport. I mean, you guys are black and blue from the day that you guys hike the kick off the first ball to the end of the season. It's tough. People don't realize.
Yeah, no, it's some games can be really hard on you. Football. I've said if you're good enough to make it in the NFL, and you're a starter or whatever it is, you're at a certain level. I mean, football at some point it's just so much fun. It's almost easy. It's hard. Football becomes very hard for an NFL player when you're hurt, playing through injuries, having seasons where you have to fight through an injury the whole time. I mean, it's a lot. It makes it a lot harder to get through games. It makes it a lot harder to get through the season. And obviously, that happened to Andrew Luck, and it took a toll on him. And good for him that he wasn't happy anymore and he stepped away.
Have you any lingering injuries that things that have been tough for you to shake over your career? Or you've been relatively healthy?
I've been relatively healthy. I mean, I think I played 4 years in Philly, never missed a game. I think I was at one point when I was in LA, I broke my arm and I was pissed because I had to miss 2 games. But it was, I played like 120 straight starts in a row. So I've been relatively healthy. My second year in the league was the only real injury I had. I broke my foot and missed the whole year, but that was it.
Hey, Connor, you were with the Eagles from 2013 to 2016, then you go to the Rams, and when the Eagles came out to play there, what was it like playing against your former teammates? Is that weird?
Well, actually, that was the worst part about it, because the week before we played the Saints, or 2 weeks before we played the Saints, and I, dove to make a tackle on Elvin Kamara, and I broke my own the bone in your arm, and I actually couldn't play in that Eagles game. But the following year, I was playing for the Giants, and I played against the Eagles.
I remember that. I remember
last year. It's a lot of fun to go against your, a bunch of your buddies and former team.
I mean, as a professional athlete, obviously trades are part of the game. But is it extra special when you come back, when you play against the team that just moved you, or you just left?
Yeah, exactly. There's it's just natural. You know what I mean? You feel a certain type of way, and it's great to get a chance to go against them.
Connor, how important is chemistry in a locker room of a football team? I mean, it's a business, so the guys are like, you come in. Obviously, guys have families, and it's not like everybody hangs out together. But how important is it for football, for chemistry in the locker room?
Well, if not the most important, it's right there at the top. Because I'm a firm believer that football is the greatest team sport. There's 11 guys that all really have to be on the same page, and inevitably there's going to be things that go wrong, and you have to, work through those issues or those problems as a group. So, more than any other sport or other organizations or businesses, I mean, you really have to be a team and depend on each other and be able to get through kind of adverse times together. So chemistry is what allows you to do that. We're
talking with Connor Barwin, former Eagle. Hey, Connor, about the camaraderie on a team. I mean, players come and go, but you have friendships that last a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was lucky to play 4 years in Houston to start my career and had made a bunch of great friendships. And then, as we talked about, I played 4 years in Philly and made a ton of good friendships. And then, that's where you make the strongest friendships. Is time helps. So you look at what the Eagles and how they've been good for. As of late, is Howie's done a great job, I think, keeping those core players there, and that allows that chemistry to grow and get stronger. Obviously, there's a lot of turnover every year on a roster, and you guys leave because it just doesn't work out for whatever reasons. But I think it's good to keep a core group of players, and that allows the chemistry to get stronger and stronger.
All right, now Connor, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you did play in Houston, you did play in Philly, Los Angeles, and the Giants. Talk about the Philadelphia fans compared to these other cities that you played in.
Well, I mean, no, I've said it before. I mean, it's the strongest, it's the best fan base. In LA, there's a lot of stuff going on. In New York, there's a lot of stuff going on. I will say in Houston, it's a great fan base as well. But the Houston Texans, when I played there, there's a time element here. The Texans were only 10, 12 years old as a franchise. Now, obviously, the Oilers were there before, but right. Time makes a difference. the Eagles have been, they're getting close to 100 years. They've been in this city, and they're still in the city. And so, and then people in Philly, a lot of people have lived there their whole life. Their parents lived here. Their parents lived here. So that generational fan base is strong. It makes a big difference.
Hey, when the Eagles had the parade, I was down there. Of course, your buddy Jason Kelsey had that speech, but Connor, I can't tell you the number of people, men, that were crying. I mean, even on my program, people would call in and what they talk about, how their mom or their father who was with us for who just passed away, never got a chance to see it. I mean, it brings out emotion. You guys don't realize, or maybe you do, but you don't realize how much the Eagles affect people in this area, man.
Well, I think I have, I've lived here since 13 and have, a little bit of an understanding. I remember watching the parade. I was out of town, and I obviously wasn't part of it, but I always tell people my second most favorite part of that parade, besides Jason Kelsey's speech, was Dave Spadaro before they started the speeches on the steps of the art museum. Was he decided to do a moment of silence for all the people.
Oh, yeah.
That were Eagles fans that didn't live to see this moment, and I thought that was really cool that he did that.
Well, Connor, listen, man, I really appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your busy Sunday, spend some time with us, and share some good memories with us. I want to tell people again how they get tickets and where you're the Make the World Better Foundation, what you guys are doing again.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. Again, the show is this Thursday. It's at the Dell Music Center, which is just up Kelly Drive. And you can get tickets on Ticketmaster, or you can buy them at the Dell box office. Ticket starts at $20. And again, it goes to MTWB and our work to help rebuild playgrounds and parks in Philadelphia.
All right, Connor, really cool. Thank you so much.